Parshas Boy, Shmois, Parak Yud. We're holding now the second portion of Sheni, Pasuk Yud Beis. Vayimer Hashem al Moshe, Hashem said to Moshe, Netayot chal eretz Mitzrayim ba'arba. Stretch forth your hand over Mitzrayim for the locust. Vayal al eretz Mitzrayim, and they're going to ascend over the land of Egypt. Vayechal as kol eitz ha'aretz, they're going to eat all the grass, all the vegetation of the earth. It's called Asher Hisher Abarad, all that the hail has left over, the Arba is going to take care of that. Rashi says, Ba'arba, B'shvil Makas Arba, for the plague of the locust. Moshe stretched forth his stick over the land of Mitzrayim. Hashem Niag Rach Kadam Ba'aretz, and Hashem led an east wind in the land of Mitzrayim, Kol Hayemahu B'chol Halaylo, all day and all night. Abeger Haya, Baruch HaKadam Nosas Arba, and in the morning the east wind had borne the locust. Rashi says, Baruch HaKadam Baruch is Nosas Arba. The east wind carried the locust, if you should book connecting, because the east wind came opposite the locust swarm. The Egyptians were the southwest of Israel, which before Shmuel has explained elsewhere. The locust ascended over the entire land of Egypt. And they rested within all the boundaries of Mitzrayim. COVID Ma'id, it was very severe. Before them, there was no such a locust plague. And afterwards, there will never be one like it. Actually, it says, and the one locust plague that took place in the days of Yael, which it says, unlike of which has never been, which comes out that it's more severe than that of Misha. So, in the days of Yael, that was many species of locusts together. There were many different types of locusts. Arba, Yelek, Chasel, Gezem, Gozam, Aval, Moshe only had one species of Arba. And its equal never was and never will be. They covered the view of the earth, and the earth became very dark. And they ate the vegetation of the earth and all the fruits of the trees, which the hail was left over. There's no greenery left in the trees or the vegetation of the fields throughout the entire land of Egypt. Rashi says, green leaf. So Paro hastened to call Moshe and Aaron. And he said, I have sinned against Hashem and against you. Now, forgive my sin now only this time. And David Hashem your God. Let him remove. Just remove from me just as death. So Moshe left Paro and davened to Hashem. And Hashem reversed a very strong west wind. And it picked up the locusts. And threw them in the Yam Suf. Not one locust remained within all the borders of Egypt. So Rashi Ruach Kadam Ruach Ma'arav is from the west wind. Yom Asuf, Eimanish, Yam Asuf, Hayim B'Ktsasim, B'Ma'arav, Keneged, Kol Ruach, B'Neves. Gam Mizrach, Hashem, Yisrael. Fikach, Ruach Yom, T'kol Arba, B'Yom Asuf, Keneged. I believe that the Yam Suf was partially in the west, opposite the entire southern boundary, and also east of the land of Israel. Therefore, a west wind came, thrust the locust into the Yam Suf, which was opposite in the west wind. We find this also in regards to boundaries of Israel, that the Yam Suf faces the east of Israel. Remember, Yam Suf by the Yam Plishtim. So from the Red Sea to east of the Plishtim, it means from east to west, because the sea of the Plishtim was to west. As considering the Plishtim, the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nations of the kresim. L'nisha arba echad, af ha'maluchim shemochabam. Even the salted one's locust, which the Egyptians had salted themselves to eat, also did not remain. However, Hashem strengthened Paro's heart, and he did not let the Yidden out of Israel. Hashem said to Moshe, stretch forth your hand over Shemayim, and there will be darkness over the land of Egypt, and darkness will become darker. Rashi says, means, and the darkness will become darker upon them than the darkness of the night. Darkness of night will become even darker. And become darker. Like Vayamish. Yishlosh Tevis Harba considers Aleph. The fish in Haboras Aleph and the Keres Kol Kach and a custom Makbid al Kasrenik again for Loi Yael Shem Ma'arabi. Kamoi Loi Yael Layata Ali Mechimat as so there are many words that lack the aleph, since the pronunciation of the aleph is not so noticeable. Torah is not particular about its absence. It says, and no Arab shall pitch his tent there. Yal is the same as Vayal, for you have girded me with the strength. Onglis Tirgalish Hasada. Onglis teaches Yamish as an expression of removal. Kamei La Yamish. He did not remove. Busted the Yadi Kavil Leila. After the darkness of night turns away, when it approaches the light of day. According to the Targum, the context does not fit with the Vav of Yamish because it's written after and there will be darkness. Now, the Medrash says, an expression of a group about noontime. It was redoubled the thick of the degree that was intangible. Moshe stretched forth his hand over the heavens, and there was thick darkness over the entire land of Egypt for 3 days. Thick darkness. Three days, 3 consecutive days. Another 3 days they didn't get up. The ones who were sitting couldn't stand. And the person standing could not sit. Why did he bring this darkness? There were many of the Shoyim in this generation. They didn't want to leave. And they died in the 3 days of darkness. That the Yidden, the Mitzvah should not see the Yidden and say, Afhem Leikim Kamanu, they were also strict like us. Right? Another thing, should be so else Kalim, the Yidden reject their Kalim, and then they asked, can we have some? We borrowed. They said, we don't have anything. And we're like, no, under Isma Beischa, you do have Mokum Plenihu, and it's in this place. They did not see each other, and no one rose from his place for 3 days. But all the Yidden, there was light in their dwelling.